Welcome back. I know you keep losing trades even though you're entering at a discount. And here's why you're misusing the ICT OTE and why it's costing you everything. Your blown accounts, your money, the doubts. You started this year probably hoping to get more payouts. You probably have zero. Not surprised. A lot of you still lack the efficient knowledge to become profitable, even though you feel as though you've put in all the years to become profitable. But not to worry, because in this episode, we're going to talk about how to master the OTE entries. And I know you've seen videos out there with OTE, but many of them lack the connection between higher time frame and the lower time frame entry. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Really and truly, I've taught over 100 traders how to properly use these principles. And today, I'll be breaking it down with simplicity. Everyone thinks the OT is just a random fib pullback, and it really isn't. And if you're placing your entry just because price hits at 62%, I'll let you know now you're gambling. OT is simply a refined entry within a displacement plus retracement structure. You're waiting for a shift in market structure, then you pull your fib from the impulse swing only after confirming the internal liquidity is swept. Now let's get into it. But before we get into it, let me show you the settings. Here are the settings. It's quite simple. Jot these down, change your charts. Now, me personally, I would advise that you turn on the 0.705. That's just a midpoint. But all in all, that's just for more accuracy. But all in all, you only need these settings, okay? And you're going to be trading within this 0.62 and 0.79 zone. You can enter, you can place your stop loss at the 1, or you can place it above swing highs or above liquidity that has been taken. But I'll be shown in the example. Are you ready? Okay, let's get it. In this scenario, we are bearish. So we should be expecting lower prices and we should only be looking for shorts. Now, as you understand, candles are ranges. So in this scenario, we can mark out this candle range with the context that we are going lower. Okay? Now that we understand that we're going lower, the highest probability ranges tend to have a PD array within the middle of it. So as you can see right now, we have a SIBI. So we can expect, which is a sell side imbalance, buy side inefficiency. So you can expect a buy side redelivery to balance out this price range, and now the market is sufficient and we can go down. It's balanced price range. Okay? So as you see, I marked out the recent swing high and a recent swing low. Now once we have a retracement into the 0.62 to the 0.79 zone, I could drop down to the lower time frame and I will be looking for the confirmation of shorts, and I'll also be using the Fibonacci as an entry. So watch this. Okay, we're looking for these highs to be taken, these equal, relatively equal highs right here. Then we'll use the Fibonacci for our entry. Okay, firstly, we've now had our market structure shift as I had said. First, we look for a stop parade. Type it out. Stop parade. Breaker forms, which is a market structure shift. And then we enter at 0.62. So 0.79. 0.79. You can also align this with a PD array. So for example, this is our breaker. All of this is our breaker right here. Okay. Breaker. So now, what do we do next? Let's delete the OTE on the higher time frame. We can now mark out the OTE again from this recent swing high to this recent swing low, or whenever the low is put in. Let's wait for it. Okay, so from here. No? Okay, so from here. And we'll be looking for entries within this zone and this zone. Remember that. Okay? This is our swing low. As you can see, now we're going to start seeing a retracement. Once we get that retracement, we can enter right here. You see that? So we'd enter right here. Where would our stop loss go? You can put it above the breaker, which is always a safe zone, or above the 0.79, or above the 1, or at the 1. Simple. But in this case, we'll put it above the breaker block, and we'll aim for a simple 1 to 2, or at least this external range liquidity right here. So right here, which is a 1 to 2. So aim for 1 to 2 right here. And as you can see, let's delete this, it's a bit messy. As you can see, watch what happens. Done. Notice, all I had done was use a candle range using the OTE. Then I had waited for a stop rate, then a breaker block to form, which signifies a market structure shift. Again, paid content. This right now that I'm giving you is worth more than anything you've ever paid for. And I'm giving it to you for free. You might think, oh my days, he's giving away all the free gems. You do not know what the private students in the private elite mastermind are getting. These are the basics that you should have been taught, but everyone has been hiding it from you for some reason, so that you can pay them more to just learn basics rather than the advanced of how to use the ICT and CRT in collaboration to become profitable, and you can get back to the life you always wanted before you started trading. Do you understand? So, simple. Stop rate, breaker. Mark out recent swing high to recent swing low if you're bearish, and recent swing low to recent swing high if you're bullish. Then you mark out the breaker, you mark out the 0.62 to 0.79 as it was shown right here. You enter at the 0.79, you enter between the 0.79 and 0.62 zone, and you place your stop loss either above the 1 or above the breaker or above the 0.79, maybe like here or something, and you aim for a 1 to 2 or a 1 to 3, and that is your entry. That's it. Now, we have two opportunities for you. Well, when I say we, I mean me. You have two opportunities. You can either sign up to the free training, which is the offer. fx.co.uk. That's one. If you don't know what a breaker is, again, you can go to my YouTube channel, and I've given away all the gems on all the entry PDAs. Now, you can sign up to the offer FX, and there is a free training on the NQ model. That's that. There is the second offer if you watch the full video that will come up, which is another great opportunity, which is my acceleration program, which is exclusive to only 4 people. Currently only have 2 people inside who are making results and doing what they need to be doing. And if you're not already in the Renaissance, which this video, I think I would have posted it into the Renaissance, you should join that also. But till next time, I hope you live for as long as you want, and you never want for as long as you live. And also, always remember, if it looks complicated, if it looks like it's hard to get your head around, it's all a form of marketing so that you can